Torian, with Riley Leonard, you're dealing with a very mobile quarterback. With you in the middle, how do you approach a guy that has his kind of skill set where he can throw it, but he also has the ability to really break it down and run?
I mean, really, we really just have to contain the quarterback at all costs. We know that he's obviously a dual threat with his legs, but we're not going to knock his ability to throw the ball as well. So it's all about defending him and make sure we're on the same page on defense.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis.
Torian, what's been your view of the position battle for the guys who are going to be next to you, and what do you like about those three guys?
I mean, I love all three of them. I like the way that they approach the game. I like the way that they communicate when they're on the field with me, and I feel like they're all have their strengths, I feel like they all can play next to me. I feel like they're all capable of playing next to me, so it'll be interesting to see who they put out there to start, but I'm excited, and I know all three will be ready.
We'll go second row on the right side to Carter.
Torian, I know you heavily considered Duke in the recruiting process, and when you visited there, I think once or twice, did you get a chance to meet with Riley Leonard and also R.J. Oben, and do you have any relationship with those guys?
No, I don't think I met either one of them, but I've heard great things about them. I know that they're great players. I know they're now at Notre Dame, so I feel like it's going to be a dogfight on Saturday, and I can't wait to play.
We'll go back behind the lights on the left side to Tyler.
Torian, how's the implementation of the helmet communicators gone for you, and are you comfortable with it now and doing that starting week one?
Yeah, we began with my helmet having the audio in it at the beginning of fall camp, and I feel like I like it a lot. I like having Coach Bateman in my ear. He tells me a lot. He allows me to communicate with the guys and what he's seeing from the press box and from the field when we're at practice, so I like it overall.
And then how much does it help during fall camp with having a team like Notre Dame, a top 10 team, being the opener to kind of focus you guys and know you're not only getting ready for it's not just anyone that you're playing week one?
I know you got to come with it. Obviously they're a top 10 team, and we're in the know of that. I feel like they're a great team overall. They have been there for 3 years with that coaching staff, so they have a system in place. So like I said, I'm ready to play on Saturday.
We'll stay on TV row and go to the right side to Ben.
Hey, Torian, kind of going off Tyler's question, and talking about Riley Leonard, what are the challenges in terms of not just like what he brings to the table physically, but being such an experienced quarterback like he is, and knowing that he's probably gonna, he's probably not gonna miss like doing any of his checklist when he goes through, and he's gonna basically have the offense ready to go, perform at peak performance every single play. Just what's the challenges like in that regard of going up against an experienced quarterback?
Like you say, he's an experienced quarterback. He's played a lot of football in his college career, so we got to mix it up, give him different looks. I know that he knows a little bit of Coach Elko's stuff, so that's why we have to throw different looks at him, keep our show how we want to keep it, and just continue to play defense the way we like to play it.
We'll go third row on the left side to Luke.
Hey, Torian, I know there's a lot of fanfare with College Game-Day coming to town, a lot of other stuff going on for this Notre Dame game. What's y'all's approach to kind of looking beyond that and just kind of focusing on the game itself?
I mean, we have to be present in the now and grind. That N and grind stands for now. So we got to be present in the moment right now and take advantage of Monday's practice like we did this morning, and watch the film, be critical of ourselves, and get it right for tomorrow's practice.
We'll go front row on the left side to the battalion.
Hi, Torian. Would you say that the team has made it a priority in practice to work around playing against a top corner like Benjamin Morrison, sorry.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like we have great corners ourselves, and, media says a lot about Ben Morrison. We think he's a great player. We think he's a first-round pick, so our receiver's going to have to get open, and the O-line's going to have to hold up, but I have faith in our offense to go get it done on Saturday.
We'll go fourth row on the left side to Rob and then Alex.
Howdy, Torian. So watching Haynes King this weekend, talking about the in-helmet communication, he was having to put both hands over the ear holes in order for him to hear. It's going to be really loud on Saturday night. Did y'all do some piping in loud so that you could kind of test that out?
Yeah, they mentioned that to me this morning, so tomorrow we're going to implement some little tricks, I guess, that the equipment staff has up their sleeve to enable me to hear more. In Kyle Field, obviously, playing defense in Kyle Field isn't easy, especially whenever you're the Aggies, because they're going to be at their loudest, the fans will be, so they have some system for me to try out tomorrow. If I like it, I like it. If not, it's going to go with the regular old headset.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
Hey, Torian. Coach Elko mentioned how preparing for this Notre Dame offense, he's watched film from 8 different schools. Just what's that like, and maybe just the challenge of trying to prepare for an offense that it's a bunch of new pieces coming together at once.
Yeah, week one is always a little wonky because you don't know what to expect. We got to obviously watch LSU's film from last year. We even went back and watched a little bit of Cincinnati's film from when Desmond Ritter was there in 2021. They have a receiver from Clemson, watching film on him. Receiver from FIU, I think, watching film on him. They got a lot of transfers on their team, so we're going watching specific cuts, specific to the player. So like you said, week one presents its challenges, but that's why we play football in the SEC, trying to go get it done.
We'll go second row on the right side to Carter.
I'm going to ask something similar, but just Mike Denbrock, just your impressions of his offense facing him last year. What kind of stood out to you about what makes his offense unique?
Like I said, I've been watching a lot of LSU film leading up to this game, and obviously his play stuck out to me, but Malik Neighbors was a problem last year. I didn't really know because I was only a freshman. I didn't know what to expect from him, but he pops out a lot of me. I know that's not Notre Dame question, but watching Malik Neighbors, man, that's a sight to see.
Do you have anything else? We'll go third row on the right side to Christy.
Now that you've been around Coach Elko for a while, what do you like best about him and his kind of style of coaching?
He's a man of his word. He wants to get it done. He's very time efficient. He takes his time very seriously. So when we go out to practice, there's no waste of time. Transition in between periods has to be hustle on the hop. So I appreciate that a lot about him. He's very cognizant of his players and their needs and what's going on with them.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then Cease.
Saw there were some of you guys went out and handed out what looked like pizza maybe last night to some of the students. Were you out there last night, or what's it mean to see that many people lined up for a game like this?
No, I wasn't out there, but right before I came to this media appearance, I was coming back from class, and I saw there were still fans out there in the rain with umbrellas, So that's a credit and a testimony to the 12th man. So we appreciate them a ton, and we hope to have the fans packed on Saturday.
We'll go front row on the left side to Cease.
Any ties at all to Notre Dame, players or what have you, and if not, anything special about playing Notre Dame?
I don't have too many ties. I never really talked to anybody from Notre Dame, never went on a visit there. But Al Washington was the linebacker coach at Ohio State whenever I was in high school. So I have a relationship with him. Hopefully I get to catch up with him after the game because he, just going into a quick story real quick. My junior year, I didn't really know what was going to happen with me when it came to recruiting, and I went to Ohio State, did an unofficial visit. They invited me up there, and then he came to Temple and saw me. We sat in his office, and he told me, man, I don't know if we're going to offer you at Ohio State, but what I do know is that you're a Division I football player. And at the time, I just came off my junior season. I had 2 offers, Texas Southern and North Texas, and that gave me all the hope in the world, So I really appreciate Al Washington a ton, and I know my mom does as well, so we'll be able to hopefully catch up with him after the game.
We'll go fourth row on the left side to Rob.
So Taurean, have you ever watched Rudy before, and the mystique of the Golden Domes and the iconic fight song? Do you know much about that? Does that play into it at all for you?
No, I never watched Rudy. I was thinking about maybe watching it sometime before game time this week because I hear a lot about it, and I've heard a lot about it, of course, throughout the course of the summer. So I don't know too much about the movie Rudy. I know a brief synopsis of it, but not too much. But I do know that Notre Dame is a very tradition-rich school and program, and it'll be a dogfight on Saturday.